Alright, hey everybody, I've decided to just do a quick video here because, again, I spoke about it earlier, but this whole chumming thing, chumming for sharks, it's raining, so it's a little bit noisy, which is a good thing, but this is the funny thing about the chumming. People have a huge misconception about it, and they see a boat with a cage on it, and it's chumming, and immediately it's, oh my god, they bring the sharks in and the sharks and attack people. And yes, it's fine to be concerned, and one has to be, when you work with NatureNet, one has to be sensitive to the nature, of course. That's the most important. And then also the safety of your clients when it comes to shark diving. The safety of the sharks is very, very the most important. And then the safety of the public is obviously extremely important. And the perceptions. People have a right to have perceptions and ideas and concerns, and they have the right to ask questions. There's no problem with that. But the irony of this is that, like I said before, if you can have, like in False Bay, let's just take False Bay for as an example, because I spent so much time in False Bay, and you can get a snook run, which is a species of fish, for those that don't live in South Africa, or you can have a keelback or a yellowmouth run, it's a schooling fish, large fish, or a cob, which is like a white salmon, white meated salmon, and they come in schools, and you have these big runs of them, and there can be a bathing and surfing beach over there, 800 meters away, a kilometer away, half a kilometer away, and you can have 50 or 100 fishing boats, all chumming, all baiting, the fish struggling, fish bleeding, the fish being thrown into the holes of the boat, the blood running into the water. So you got 50 or 100 boats chumming. That's a massive amount of chum. But even more than the chum is the fish struggling on the lines. That really draws the sharks in. And everybody on the beach won't pay any attention to it because it's just fishing boats. And they don't realize that there's maybe 5 or 6 or 10 great white sharks amongst those boats taking fish off the lines. Then the next day, one shark boat goes there and uses a fraction. I mean, a fraction. It uses less than one of the fishing boats to chum, because it's not catching fish, it's not hooking fish, there's no fish struggling, there's no fish blood in the water, it's just the chum. And which the other boats chum in any case, the fishing boats. And then everybody loses their rocks over it because it's a shark diving boat. It doesn't make any sense. It's just false public perception. Put a cage onto one of those, or if while all those boats were there, the fishing boats, let's say we were running back with our shark boat, and then we started chumming. And amongst those boats, people there, when they noticed, and oh my God, there's a shark boat there. But it's totally ludicrous. It makes no sense at all. As you can understand, logically, it makes no sense whatsoever. And just to push this point forward, a few years ago, my boat, one of our boats was out at Shark Island or Seal Island in Mossel Bay, and my crew, captain of the boat that day was Alton. They had, I think, 6 sharks around the boat at the island. And the island's only about 700 meters off the coastline. And some crazy fool, that's the best way I can describe him, decided to swim out from the shore to the island and was swimming around the Shark Island, Seal Island, while our boat had 6 sharks. Now, our boat just dropped anchor and sped over when they saw this guy swimming around the island, and went and pulled him out the water. Now, I'm pretty certain that if our boat was not there that day, with the 6 sharks around the boat, distracted just for that little period of time, that guy might have been whacked or taken out by one of the sharks, because in 1989, Monique Price, I think it was, 1989, Monique Price got killed right there. Scuba diver on the surface, and there was no shark diving or anything going on, and a big shark killed her. So the fact that our boat was out there that day working with the sharks probably saved that guy's life. I'd say 80%. I'm 80% sure our boat saved that guy's life because the sharks were distracted for that short period of time while the boat is out there. And just luckily for that swimmer that was stupid enough to swim out the island, our boat was there at that time. So yeah, you figure that out yourself. You figure that out yourself and think about it and see what conclusions you come up with. Cheers.